Hello and welcome back to Sweet Leaf Soapery's YouTube channel. For those of you who are new around here, my name is Faith Ann Bodiani and I am the owner and soap maker of Sweet Leaf Soapery. Today I will be making Pure Pride, which will actually be the charity soap of June 2020. These bars are a beautiful pineapple and strawberry scent. And if you would like to know a little bit more about charity soaps or the organization I will be donating to for the month of June, stay tuned for the end of the video. And without further ado, let's go ahead and make our soap for today. Okay, a little bit of a different setup today. I'm going to be making my soap a little bit differently because it is going to be a layered soap. So truthfully, I hate layered soaps because they make me really nervous, because I am too impatient to let my layers sit up, and I always break my layers and I always get so frustrated. So I thought today I would torture myself and make a layered rainbow soap. And normally I do not weigh out my layers. I usually just eyeball things, but I want these to be even, beautiful layers, so today I am going to weigh out everything. So somebody who I love to watch make soap is Tree Marie Soapworks. Oh my gosh, Terry from Tree Marie Soapworks is like the most precise lady I've ever seen in my entire life, and it blows my mind. I do not have the kind of patience that that woman has. So as I said earlier, I'm going to make a rainbow soap, and I only have 3 containers of batter in it, and that's because I like to make my batches separately when I make a rainbow soap, or any soap that has a lot of layers, and that is because I get really nervous that all of my soap is going to set up at once. Okay, so I have my fragrance oil and my colorant in this one container. And I'm using Jam Session by Nurture Soap. And the fragrance that I'm using today is Pineapple Orchid by Nature's Garden. I'm gonna add a touch more purple in here. Alright, so I have my itty bitty little layer ready. And I'm just gonna pour this in my mold and let it sit up a little bit before I even think about mixing up my blue. Alright, so I'm just going to pour it in here. All right, I'm gonna give this a little shimmy and pound it down on the ground to get out any air bubbles and make that layer nice and even. And I will be back when my first layer is hard enough to start on my second layer. So I got a teeny tiny bit of purple right here. So I'm just gonna go in with a paper towel and wipe that off so my sides are nice and clean too. So this is set up. It's time for me to work on my blue. I honestly don't feel like I need to come back and forth between every layer. If you're curious about the colors, they will be in the description below. And I think while I'm mixing the layers and all that fun stuff, I'm just gonna put on some nice music. Back to pipe the top, and today I think I'm going to do 4 across. And this soap will actually be the charity soap for June. Except for I am going to rename this soap just for June, because when I first introduced this soap to my customers, it was during Wizard of Oz month. But I just don't want anyone to get their feelings hurt or get offended just because it is going to be associated with the LGBTQ community. So I don't want anyone to have their feelings hurt over the name of this soap. But if you have had Get Over It in the past, this is the exact same soap, exact same smell. And if you don't know what charity soaps are, that's okay. I usually explain them at the end of my videos. I talk a little bit about charity soaps and the charity or organization that I am going to be donating to. So I am just finishing up right now. I'm putting on the final last dollops to my soap, and then I will be back to show you the embeds. Alright, now that our soap is piped, I'm going to put our embeds on, and today I just have some Melt and Pour gumballs, and these are colored with Shimmer Gold from Nurture Soap. Okay, now I'm going to put some biodegradable glitter on top from Crafter's Choice. And now I'm going to give it a spritz with some Blue Enigma mica in my Nurture Soap mica sprayer. Alright, and that is it for this soap. Let me bring you in for a very shiny close-up. So cutting my soap today is going to be a little bit different because my tripod is pretty much broken. The adjuster on it to get your camera the right height is not really working. So I'm terrified to try to touch it any more than I have to, because it slides down and I can't get it to get back up for the life of me. So we're just gonna make do. Okay, and look at these layers. Oh my god, these little end pieces become samples, so I cut these up and every order gets a sample or two. But for this soap, I'm only really going to cut a couple bars on camera because every single bar looks the same. And here is our soap. So all last night, this soap was making my apartment smell amazing. This one is definitely a very strong fragrance. It is a pineapple strawberry fragrance and it's so good. And if you're curious about these soaps, I made these a while ago. They are also for the June release. I will link a video to me making them. These ones are super good, super cute. They have a nice cotton scent. Alright, so I think this is the last soap I'm going to cut on camera. They all look the same, but if you want to hear a little bit more about charity soaps and the organization I decided to donate to this month, that will be coming up right now. So if you don't know what a charity soap is, basically it's just a soap that's just a tad bit more expensive. However, $10 out of the $15 price tag goes to a charity or a nonprofit. And for the month of June, June is Pride Month, and I know things are going to be a little bit different, especially with the coronavirus, but I decided that I wanted to donate to a group called Encircle here in Utah. So for those of you who don't know me personally, I grew up in California my entire life, and about 3 years ago I decided to move to Utah. So Utah has been great, it's been fabulous, you know, whatever, I'm not here trashing Utah, but it's just a little bit hard coming from a place that's so diverse as California to a place that's a little bit more cookie cutter and a lot of people have more streamlined ideas here. So what Encircle aims to do is provide a safe space and counseling for LGBTQ youth in Utah. So Encircle provides events and programs for the community, as well as therapy for LGBTQ youth and their families. Their also physical buildings provide a safe hangout space. I will go ahead and link them down below so you can read about it for yourself. I also hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing. It really helps out my channel. And if you have a charity or an organization that you would like to see donated to through Charity Soaps, please let me know in the comments. And with all that being said, I hope you all have a beautiful, wonderful day, and I will see you in the next video.